Welcome back to part 2 of my favorite tropes and which of my books have them. There are 4 books left to go. So we're going to start with the 3rd book in the Lies series, which is Lies We Exposed. And spoiler, the couple is already together because they've been together in previous books. This is about a couple living in a small cramped apartment in the city with their dog. And they it seems on the outside like they have the perfect, like the picture perfect relationship. And everyone kind of wants to be like them or have what they have. But behind closed doors, it's really not all perfect. The trope for this book is it all as it seems? Final trope is found family, and this is another favorite of mine because I think there's something so wholesome about when you find yourself and people around you who love and care about you and teach you and protect you, and they're not actually your family. They're either friends, people you meet in passing, but they end up meaning a lot to you. A Rose Adrift is about a woman whose dream wedding gets shattered when the police raid it. And it's because her groom was actually doing a lot of terrible, terrible things behind her back, some things she knew about, and some things that literally just led to their wedding being raided, and she had no clue. In the days and weeks following the wedding, she ends up meeting a lot of people who are on her side, who knew her ex, who knew his crazy ways, and they end up being there for her in ways she could have never imagined. Tempest Love has been a reader favorite lately, and I'm so happy about that. This is a storm chasing romance, so if you've been a fan of the movie Twister or Twisters, this book will absolutely hook you. There's a storm chaser named Nash, and he is on the hunt for an F5 tornado. He loves chasing storms. He's looking for that big scenic shot that will kind of do it for him, that'll make him go big and the world of storm chasers. And while he's out there, he actually meets him and his crew come across a woman who is stranded on the side of the road. There's a twister chasing them and they have to pick her up and save her. The woman Genesis is definitely the complete opposite of Nash. She's not really into this whole storm chasing, adrenaline rush, danger thing. She owns a winery, her family's winery, and she's kind of in her own little safe bubble. But when she's introduced to this world where, you know, all of a sudden things are just so chaotic, and for some reason she's kind of drawn to it. So that's Tempest Love. Last but not least is my upcoming release called The Bumpy Road to Love. This comes out on August 20th, and it's about a woman on a road trip to a place she's never been before. Her phone's dying, her car's almost out of gas, basically nothing's going right for her. And by chance, a man named Nick, who is coming back from a 6-month deployment, he's a Navy SEAL, finds her and gives her a ride into town. And from there, they form a strange connection, but it's actually very helpful for her. During her stay in town, she meets some really incredible people, like people who would kind of almost give you the shirt off their back. And that's very rare to find these days. So this is a very 70s, 80s retro kind of feel for a book. Obviously, if you see on the cover, she drives a really old car. It has that nostalgic feel to it. There's also a playlist on here. I know some people aren't a fan of playlists in books, but I love them. And it's 70s and 80s songs that I feel like people will enjoy. So if you love to listen to music while you read, then you might really enjoy this book. So those are all the tropes in my books, and I made a disclaimer in the last video in part 1 that I know some people think that indie authors specifically just try to jam a bunch of tropes into their books. Huge misconception, totally not true. I believe in writing books that will stick with you and plots that will keep you connected and hooked. So I put everything I can into my books. I put more than tropes into my books, for sure. But these are all the books that I have. So if any of these piqued your interest, you can find my entire backlist on Amazon and on Barnes & Noble.